555 Billy Idol versus 999 Toaster Brutal.
And by the way, I am Lulu Guru.
And I am Rocket Flower.
Rocket Flower. I missed the L yesterday. Rocket Flower.
Yeah, it's based off. It's a play off the TV show. It's a cartoon.
Lulu doesn't watch enough TV, clearly.
Oh, and we got Toaster Brutal getting lead jammer status.
Toaster Brutal is not crummy at all. My goal today is to see how many times I can make Rocket Flower laugh.
Oh,
What else?
I'm gonna be laughing nonstop.
What else do you do at 9 a.m. when you are announcing roller derby? Toaster Brutal lead jammer has picked up 4 points so far. That puts Wydaho on the scoreboard.
Oh, and looks like we had a star pass. Your new jammer is
Popper, number 1870 for FOCO.
The Bruder calls it. I haven't had a toaster strudel in a really long time.
Well, I think that toaster strudel would brutalize your mouth. So
Yeah, I probably lose all my teeth.
yeah, it's like it pops up, it's skate to the face. Looks like we've got MDK demolition.
And we have, I think, is it Thrasher? Yeah, Thrasher jamming as well. Ooh. Oh, it looks like we got a power jam. It looks like Thrasher got sent to the box.
Pow, 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 power jam. MDK demolition, lead jammer. FOCO trying to take control. The entire pack just stopped.
Ooh.
Good strategery for when you're got the power jam going on. If you've got the size of the pack to do so,
It looks like demolition got recycled by Tonka.
Tonka's really one to watch.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, almost hit. Hit. So close. Oh. And Thrasher just snuck back on in track and was able to get through that pack. And lining up, we have a 303.
Number 303, Phantom of the Drop, yeah.
And 1870
Popper. Jammer's off the line.
We got
Popper looking for some way to get through right at the front there, dealing with that tripod of Wydaho.
and Thrasher's just getting held back by those FOCO jammer.
Popper pops to the front, picks up lead jammer.
Oh, followed by Phantom.
Phantom of the Dropia.
Oh, and Dropia was able to get it on through and calls it off.
4 points for FOCO. 12-7. FOCO in the lead.
Lining up, we have, I think, Twister.
And the pastry of the morning, number 999, Toaster Brutal.
Oh, we got an official timeout.
I wonder if the spice that you put on Toaster Brutal is cinnamon.
I love that.
I fear that Rocket Flower has challenged me to be as punny as I can be. I am so sorry for Anybody who can hear me.
I'm sorry, I love puns and dad jokes.
And I'm basically, that's what I've got going through my veins. And of course, if you were here with us at the Derby Depot, go check out our awesome vendors. We've got some amazing truffles that I had one yesterday and I could not believe how good it was. Kept drooling just thinking about it.
What did it taste like?
It was rose almond and it was a little voodoo head. And oh my gosh, it was good. Like 2 of my favorite flavors.
And it looked like we were having a little pose off for a minute.
All right. Timeout's over.
And Twister just runs on in and hits that. Oh, and just got lead. And
Dippy Twister.
Around.
Again, it's that brightly colored hair. Those bright colors, they give them the speed. Dippy Twister dealing with the pack. Meanwhile, Agent Mayhem out there.
Oh, Black Jammer is in the box.
Uh-oh.
What is that, a power jam?
Looks like it is.
Oh, we got a 2-minute jam happening. Oh, and looks like we got some Wydaho blocker being sent to the box.
Number 78, Agent Mayhem, picks up 4 points.
Ooh, jammer on jammer action.
Dippy Twister hits Agent Mayhem hard.
Ooh. Twister is not playing.
4 points for Dippy Twister, just straight out of the box and straight through the pack. Dippy gets knocked out by number 999.
Looks like we have a FOCO blocker being sent to the box.
That's number 80, Breezy, heading to the box. Don't know what she did, but she's probably trying to figure out how to not get caught. Dippy Twister getting recycled.
And this comes on right in.
But still picks up 4 points. Meanwhile, Agent Mayhem just being held back by number 29. That's Gonzo. Or Gonzo.
Looks like Twister is being held back. Oh, and that's the end of this 2-minute jam. That was a lot of action.
Oh, long jam. 2 minutes is a long time. Looks like an official timeout being requested.
Oh, official review. Also, I think Twister's hair matches her skates.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Like she had like some like blue wheels and I think some like blue skates or like blue laces. Like it really matched the color. Yeah, I was like looking. I was sitting here.
Don't forget to check out Spellbound Finds, one of our vendors. Got all kinds of cool earrings, spell oils, mystical self-care goods. Every piece is meant to enchant and empower. We've got bookmarks. It's really, really cool stuff over there. Check it out. Spellbound Finds, one of our many fine vendors here this weekend at May Meltdown.
Yeah, 2 of my teammates got some really cute earrings, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is so cute. Like some dragons and some like UFOs.
I saw bats. I like the bats.
Ooh, the bats are cute. This must be nuts here.
And of course, don't forget to get your raffle tickets. They're $1 per raffle ticket, or find somebody with long arms and get 25 per wingspan. Get a wingspan for $25. Wow, I got that backwards. It's like, what's the point of having the long arms if it's 25 tickets? No, it is $25 for as many tickets as you can get from tip to tip. You can buy tickets at the concessions or at the raffle table. We got 3 baskets, skater basket. summer basket and local basket. We will announce the winners a little bit later. So a little bit of information. White requested an official review, but since the refs didn't see the complained about action, it didn't happen, which is how that works with the refs. What the refs see is what objectively really happened. Anything else you see is just your imagination. Back to roller derby number 555, Spilly Idol wearing the star for FOCO.
And we got number 49, Thrasher.
Jammer's off the line
Ooh,
and engaging
Thrasher,
hard.
Thrasher gets hit out. Hops back in. Oh, and 555, Spilly Idol gets out and it's lead Jammer.
She's out there rocking the cradle of love. Spilly Idol number 555.
And she scored 4 points.
It's not the midnight hour, but she is crying more points. 8 points picked up there by Spilly Idol. I can make the Billy Idol jokes all day.
I'm loving it.
It helps when you know the band, you know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and she fought past those 2 blockers.
12 points now picked up by Spilly Idol. Nothing yet by Thrasher. Thrasher has just been stuck in the pack.
She's really dealing with having to fight off that tripod. Really held.
Yeah, it's being held back.
You got some good 2v1 over here as well. Holding off Spilly Idol.
And Spilly Idol now is stuck in the pack, but looking to get
Looks
out.
like it got some offense done by 52.
Looks like Popper trying to help Spilly Idol. Spilly Idol makes it through.
Oh, and we also had a star pass. Our new jammer is
Trixie Titanium. Huge 16-point jam there by FOCO Roller Derby and Spilly Idol.
All right.
Toeing the line right now for FOCO. It's MDK Demolition.
And 303.
That is
Animal.
Phantom of the Drop Ya. A timeout being requested.
The drop ya.
Phantom of the Drop Ya.
The drop ya. And it looks like we're having an official timeout.
Check out Blood, Sweat, and Roller Derby, Edgy Derby apparel created by amazing members of Beehive State Revolution. Custom designs by Hills, local tattoo artist from SLC, and a former skater. They've got comfortable shirts and sweatshirts for anybody who is a roller derby fan. That's Blood, Sweat, and Roller Derby.
All right, and the jam has started. Yeah, Phantom is really fighting through. Those are some strong walls from both the teams. Ooh.
Whole lot of defense being played this morning. I think everybody hasn't had their coffee yet. They're just not ready, but it looks like Phantom of the Drop Ya picked up lead jammer. Lead jammer for Wydaho.
And FOCO just had a star pass. Our new jammer is...
That's number 29.
Is that MK?
It's Gonzo.
Gonzo. Ooh.
Gonzo is moving out there. Living up to her name, Gonzo. She is gone in 60 seconds. Holy cow.
It looks like both jammers scored some points during that jam.
4 points. Current score: FOCO Roller Derby 41, Wydaho 19.
And looks like we have two Jeremers with 999 as their number.
Oh, 999 versus 999. That's Fireball
versus Toaster Brutal.
So we've got the cinnamon, double cinnamon too here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're having another official timeout.
All right. Check out Salsa de Maples. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I hear it's delicious. Bags of chips and containers of salsa. And if you are joining us online, thank you for joining us online. It's great to be talking to you out there in internet land. Make sure you check out your local teams when they play locally. Support their sponsors in your local area. 999 on 999 action out there as Toaster Poodle deals with a blocking tripod of black shirts.
Fireball is really doing another strong tripod on there, and
looks like,
ooh, and they just got hit out, but they're coming right back in.
Looks like Wydaho is down one blocker.
Oh, and
Toaster Poodle gets recycled
by number 52. Oh, but gets some help from Melissa through some O. Oh, but Fireball is coming right behind her.
Like, Toaster Poodle's got those braids of speed.
Ooh, that was an apex jump.
Beautiful. Beautiful jump there by Toaster Poodle.
Fireball has some flaming shorts.
Number 1870 lining up. That's Popper.
And looks like number 49, Thrasher.
Thrasher. Jammers off the line.
Ooh, Popper is just pushing on through. Oh, and it looks like Black Jammer has been sent to the box. So now we have a
Power jam. Number I am not good at recognizing the penalties. I know some of them. I know track cutting.
Yeah.
I know forearm.
Oh, but Thrasher is. Oh, it looks like we have a white blocker has been sent to the box. We have to. Ooh. Yeah, Popper is just popping those blockers. Yeah.
Number 1870 Popper making it around.
I don't think Black Team is actually having a power jam. I think the White Jammer's been sent to the box.
All right.
We're going to be having a 2-minute jam.
If Popper is not lead jammer, which it appears there is no lead called for this jam, then it goes on for a full 2 minutes. Popper getting recycled.
Looks like we have another black blocker being sent to the box.
Thrasher now dealing with.
And someone just tried to pop her up, but she's not letting it happen.
Another 4 points for FOCO. Popper picking up 8 points so far.
Recycled by the black pivot. Number 8. Breezy. Oh, and it looks like we have a team timeout.
All right. Looks like it's time for everybody to go take a little nap. Right, requesting a timeout.
All right. This timeout's brought to you by one of the vendors, Speed Bump Booth. Unida's very own speed bump is traveling with Team Vietnam to the World Cup in Vienna, Austria. So assist her with her adventure by purchasing any of the amazing goods from her booth. Congratulations, Speed Bump.
Speed bump with Uinta, one of our local leagues. Help her get to Austria. Vienna calling. Hello, hello.
Sounds like a nice vacation.
No kidding. Go to Vienna, which is one of the most beautiful cities in the world, and then play roller derby while you're there.
Exactly. It's like perfect.
Most likely with a bunch of skaters from Vietnam who make some of the best food in the world. So, like, what? Wow. Can have, like, Austrian pastries at night and boon at lunchtime. Like, I can't think of anything better. Sounds great. All right. Number 303, Phantom of the Drop Ya, toeing the line there
and
for Wydaho.
We have Spilly Idol. All right.
Spilly Idol bouncing around Melissa number 666, immediately jammer.
And followed by quickly by Phantom of the Drop Ya.
Spilly Idol slams right through that, like nobody even saw her coming. Picks up 4 points and calls off the jam. I think she, nope, picked up 2 points. 2 points for Spilly Idol.
All right. We have MDK Demolition jamming for FOCO. Yep, FOCO.
Toaster Boodle, number 999. Wearing the star for Wydaho. Whole lot of just nothing happening as the pack is just engaging those jammers.
Yep.
Jammers can't seem to make it through. That's one way to play this game. Lots and lots of defense.
Yep. There's a lot of defense happening.
Can't get points if you can't get through, but it looks like MDK Demolition made it through. Lead jammer, MDK Demolition for FOCO roller derby.
Just brutal. It's getting recycled.
MDK Demolition through again. 4 points, one whole hand for MDK Demolition.
And it looks like
Swiss Missile doing everything she can to keep MDK back, but not happening. MDK moving so fast, they have to let her go.
And it looks like a Star Pass was happening, and the FOCO roller derby is just holding off the pivot. Not letting her through. That is a really strong tripod right there.
Excellent. Excellent defense here. That skater just cannot get through. Oh, but meanwhile, MDK finds a hole.
Yeah, and number 211
goes right through.
Give her some. Oh.
That 78 Agent Mayhem just pushing. Cannot get through. Cannot get past. Mama Crass keeping her back. And that's the end of that jam.
It's like I was waiting, and I'm sitting here. I'm like, I was seeing the signal, like the rest signaling, and I'm just sitting here like. Thank you, though.
And looks like Peter Panic out there for the first time jamming for FOCO roller derby.
And number 49, Thrasher.
I keep forgetting which team is wearing black and which team is wearing white.
Same here. Like I'm just sitting here. I'm like, I don't know. Wait a minute.
Well, they're capricious. They change from game to game sometimes, so I can't always remember. But
ooh. And we got
Thrasher.
Lee, jammer status.
Thrasher was having some trouble with the blocker, but they got too far away and they had to let her go. And we do have a successful star pass. As now Jacqueline Hyde takes the star for FOCO. Sometimes you see a star pass beginning, but we try not to say too much about it until it's actually complete, because sometimes they give up and give the star back. Sometimes they never get that star on their head.
And you're just like, oh no. Oh, it looks like we have number 77, Tiffy Twister, jam for FOCO.
And you were right, Tiffy Twister's hair matches her skates and her skate wheels. That peacock blue and peacock purple in there. It's beautiful.
And jamming for Wydaho, we have 303, Phantom of the Drop Ya.
Phantom of the Drop Ya.
Oh. And Tiffy Twister is being recycled by 808.
That's Bob, 808, Bob.
Tiffy is being sent to the penalty box, so that is a power jam.
Power jam.
It looks like our new jammer for Wydaho is 333.
Animal. In a power jam situation, there is no lead jammer. This will go on 2 minutes. Lots of
penalties are being called.
Lots of exchanges of power out there as people are just not moving because the pack has just stopped. Which is one thing you can do when you've got a power jam. Tiffy Twister now back on the track and just absolutely speeding there like the tornado that I think she must be. Keep her out of Kansas. They've had enough trouble this weekend.
Oh, and she just twisted around that blocker.
Living up to her name. That was a lovely little pirouette. That whirlwind, Tiffy Twister.
Score 4 more points.
Oh, she tries a leap but lands in the inside outfield. Inside outfield? I don't know. Inside infield? Out of bounds at any rate. It has to go back.
Oh, and it looks like she is being sent once again to the penalty box.
Which means that this next jam is going to start as a power jam. Only 5 seconds left. That's sad for that jam.
All right.
Check out Must Be Nuts. Gourmet peanut butter. Got all kinds of things from Crunchy Classic to coffee-infused creations. Every jar is hand-stirred, packed with personality. You'd be nuts not to try it. Must Be Nuts, one of our awesome vendors today. And if you're around here in Salt Lake City, check out our Pride booth, SLRD, Salt Lake Roller Derby Pride booth at Pride Festival, June 7th and 8th. And of course, there's a Pride-themed Crash Course graduation bout, and you went to a home team bout June 21st. Doors are at 5:30. And the Pride continues on June 28th with the Wasatch Pride bout. Doors open at 6:30, game at 7. That is on June 28th. So get your rainbows on for June. It's Pride Month. We are not letting anybody keep us down.
Spreading the love.
And of course, in July 5th, down in Moab, a Red, White, and Bruised Moab mashup. It's a multi-game event outdoors in Moab, June 5th. Beehive State Revolution is helping to host that. Or organizing that, it looks like. I want to talk to them why they didn't call it Red Rocks and Bruised. Because, you know, Moab, it is Red Rocks down there, right?
Yeah.
And they're going to say, Lulu, keep your day job. But the irony, my day job is to write words. So, ha. And it looks like
the official
timeout is working out. The officials are skating over here to give us information. So Tippy Twister had gone to the penalty box for misconduct, but the officials decided that it was just conduct and have rescinded it. So although what the officials see is the objective reality, sometimes the officials decide that the objective reality is something that some other official saw. It's confusing, but their word is ultimately law when it comes to roller derby. Do not argue with officials. They have whistles. The sound they make is shrill, and they go for the kill. I could do this all day. It's because that's what Lulu say. Freestyle it on the mic. But it's time for roller derby. Psych.
All right.
Oh, I hope nobody's listening to this. That's not true. I hope people are listening to it, but oh my gosh.
All right, we got number 47, Bridget.
Going up against Spilly Idol.
Ooh,
For
and
FOCO.
Bridget on the toast house did a spin on the end and is now actually
Go into the
got
penalty
sent to the
box.
penalty box for looks like a forearm penalty.
Forearm, which makes Spilly Idol out there.
So we have a power jam for FOCO. Ooh, and that was some falls. But Spilly Idol gets back up and is weaving around those packs and those blockers.
Let's see if Spilly Idol is going to do anything for sweet 16 points. That's another Billy
that
Idol
was
song
some
joke.
Oh, being thrown by 52.
Billy Idol looking for some help. Getting in trouble with some Wydaho there.
Model Citizen is was just thrown in some
Billy Idol just can't make it out.
And it's being recycled by number 9. Ooh.
Bridget getting recycled as well. Now back on the track.
And it looks like Bridget was able to get through. All right.
Bridget having a little bit of trouble there on the near turn.
Try to jump, but
gets recycled. Another blocker going to the penalty box. This is a penalty-heavy game.
Oh, and Bridget gets through.
Bridget makes it through. 4 points. Spilly Idol not picking up any points yet. It's just been fight, fight, fight.
It's being held back by those blockers. And number 9 hits Spilly Idol out.
Spilly goes down. Looks like 1 point picked up by Wydaho. Current score, FOCO 77.
Looks like 4 points was picked up by FOCO.
38 for Wydaho.
77 for FOCO.
It seems like a widespread, but we've seen almost that many points happen in a single game. In fact, we've seen that many points happen in a single game. Oh, official timeout being called. Oh, maybe not official. A timeout of some sort. Timeout, timeout.
All right, so
don't forget to get your raffle tickets. We will be announcing that winner at halftime of the final game later today. You do not need to be present to win, but you have to leave contact information if you're not going to be here, and you have to be willing to come here to pick it up. So if you are from out of town and you win, you want to be here to get it.
And those baskets look sweet.
Yeah, that skater basket looks amazing. Summer basket and the local basket. Lots of local goods for that one. Definitely great stuff to win. Check it out. The tickets are $1 each, or find somebody with long arms and get a bunch of tickets for 25 bucks. Get those over at the concession stands or at the raffle table. And of course, we'd like to have a shout out to the Pie Pizzeria. They have been roller derby sponsors since roller derby rolled into town way back when. Fantastic pizza, some of the best pizza in town. All kinds of fantastic, interesting toppings. I don't know if they still have them, but the smoked oysters are my favorite. Do not knock it until you've tried it.
I never had smoked oysters on pizza before.
So to be perfectly honest, I'm actually allergic to smoked oysters, and I will still eat that pizza and take the risk. My doctor says I'm going to be sorry one of these days. They're so good.
Oh.
And all kinds of other amazing pizzas. Started up at the University of Utah, but now there's multiple locations. And yeah, could not do this roller derby thing without pizza. I don't think there's a single college student in town who could have managed to do college without the pie pizza. So yeah, Pie Pizzeria, please check them out if you have it. If you have it, I don't know what you're doing.
A college student's diet is basically Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle diet.
Exactly.
It's pizza, pizza, pizza.
Oh, if the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ever got the Pie Pizzeria, they would move to Salt Lake City. I don't know what they would do. We don't have very good sewers here, but you know what? They'd find something. And it looks like that official timeout has been worked out. I don't know what the story was, but they never tell us anything. Sometimes they do tell us stuff, but usually they don't. And sometimes they tell me stuff and I have absolutely no idea what they're talking about.
I feel that.
That happens sometimes.
I just sometimes just nod my head and smile.
Exactly. Like the skater that we called the helicopter on was actually going to the store. So we decided to rescind that helicopter call. Pretty much what it sounds like to me.
Helicopter.
Toaster Boodle towing the line for the white team. That's Wydaho.
And Demolition sneaks on out and gets lead jammer status.
Fast MDK Demolition. Number 7-7 for FOCO roller derby. FOCO's pivot going to the penalty box.
Probably did something naughty.
Toaster Boodle getting brutalized.
But Toaster Boodle is fighting on through.
Toaster Boodle
some good blocking.
Throwing some shoulders into number 29.
And Demolition calls it.
4 points for Demolition and FOCO blocking out Wydaho. Current score 81-38. FOCO roller derby in the lead. FOCO has mostly been dominating this, but don't count Wydaho out yet by any stretch.
Looks like we have jamming for Wydaho, number 49, Thrasher.
And for FOCO,
Popper?
1870 Popper. About 5 minutes left in this half.
And looks like Popper is being recycled by number 808.
That's Bob. Oh. Meanwhile, Thrasher breaks through first. Lead jammer Thrasher for Wydaho. Wydaho didn't like what I had to say about the score, I think. Looking to score some points. If they can, Thrasher going down hard on that black tripod.
And calls it.
Oh, I always love it when there's some good sportsmanship. The blockers that just took Thrasher down and helping her back up.
It's so nice.
One of the things I love about roller derby, it's full of stuff like that. Haven't seen a dance-off yet, though. I'm hoping for a dance-off before the day is out.
Oh, that would be great.
Tippy Twister with the tornado energy on the line for FOCO.
And looks like Phantom of the Drop Ya jamming for Wydaho. Oh, and it looks like the black jammer.
Tippy Twister went to the shot box. That makes this a
power jam.
Power jam for Wydaho. A chance for Phantom of the Drop Ya to drop some points on the scoreboard.
And she sneaks on the outside on those toe stops.
That was excellent. 4 points picked up by Phantom of the Drop Ya. She hits that entire group of blockers from FOCO.
And she calls it. Oh, and I think I just heard some penalties at the very end of that jam. Oh, and we're getting an official review.
Official review. Check out Time Machine Skate Shop, one of our amazing sponsors. They're located in Salt Lake City, Utah, right here where we are announcing this pure derby game from. They cater to the local skateboarding community. Wide selection of skateboards, apparel, and accessories. It's a hub for all skaters of all levels. Time Machine not only offers quality products, but also fosters a sense of community through events, skate demos, and workshops. They've got a commitment to promote skate culture, and supporting local talent makes it a cherished spot for both skaters and enthusiasts of the sport in the area. Time Machine Skate Shop, one of our amazing sponsors. Thank you, Time Machine Skate Shop.
I wish I knew how to skateboard.
I can't do that either. I tried.
I think they're actually going to be having a class on that at RollerCon.
Cool. I have been snowboarding once and actually really liked it. But you spend a lot of time, when you're learning snowboarding, you spend a lot of time sitting on your butt. I didn't wear waterproof pants and my butt flows closed.
Ooh.
Not even joking. It was terrible. Coldest my butt has ever been.
Hi.
So, a little bit of information about that. Black requested that that forum call be rescinded because they said it didn't affect anything, but the official said, yes, it did. It affected stuff. We saw it. What we saw is true. So, they lose their official review.
And now we have an official timeout.
Another timeout. Which is a good time to tell you about Pit Viper. One of our other sponsors, Pit Viper, a popular eyewear brand based right here in Salt Lake City, Utah. Known for bold and colorful designs that cater to outdoor enthusiasts and adventure seekers. Pit Viper's unique presence has made it a favorite among athletes and casual wearers alike. Pit Viper, popular eyewear brand. Thank you for sponsoring Salt Lake City and Utah Roller Derby.
Thank you. I need to get some new glasses. I should check them out.
I want to get some like good ones that protect my eyes from like, you know, I wear the mask, but I should really be wearing eye protection too. So maybe they've got something.
Yeah. All right.
Looks like we're back to some roller derby. Number 5, Billy Spidle. Spilly Idol. Wow, I just messed that one up.
And it looks like the black jammer just
Spilly-
got out.
Billy Idol lead jammer.
And versus Wydaho's jammer, Bridget is still trying to fight through those FOCO blockers. And she gets recycled by number 20,
Oh,
Dead Zeppelin.
Billy Idol tries to make it around the inside, gets knocked out. The blocker that knocked her out goes to the penalty box. Billy Idol back on the track.
And Bridget is just fighting on through and gets out on the end on those toe stops.
4 points for Spilly Idol. Bridget now skating for Wydaho, wearing the star. Spilly Idol calls off the jam before Bridget can make it back to the pack. 8 points there for FOCO.
All right, looks like we have lining up at the jam line for FOCO, MDK, Demolition.
Wydaho sending out the Braids of Doom, Toaster Brutal.
Ooh, and looks like we got some 2v1 action with those blockers from Wydaho holding off MDK Demolition, and she gets out and gets lead jammer status. Toaster Brutal trying to fight through those FOCO blockers. Ooh.
Toaster Brutal makes it through. The pack fell apart. They had to let her go.
Yeah, it looks like we have Demolition Ooh, was
about
that an apex? Was that a jump?
4 points for Toaster Boodle. We got about 1 minute left in this period and this jam.
And Demolition's trying to get on through, and it's being held back by those Wydaho blockers.
And that's the end of the jam.
Looks like Wydaho scored 6 points.
Nothing for FOCO. Wydaho closing that gap a little bit, 52 to 89. FOCO still in the lead, but not as much of a lead as before.
It looks like we got up jamming for Wydaho Thrasher versus
number 1870, Popper.
Oh, and gave a little flex too.
Yep. Popper showing her strength and her speed, breaking it through right away, barely off the jam line. Lead jammer, Popper.
Ooh,
Popper slamming with so much power right into that bunch of blockers from Wydaho.
Guess who's scoring 4 points? Ooh, and it looks like Thrasher got hit out.
Oh, Thrasher's still on. I thought Thrasher was headed to the penalty box too.
Yeah.
Thrasher keeps getting sent out, recycled.
Ooh. Oh, but she was able to. Oh man, gets a cut penalty and gets sent to the penalty box.
To the penalty box. And it is now time for intermission. 4 points picked up, 8 points picked up by FOCO on that trip through. Very important announcement. Kiss Off, one of our officials, has reached their 100th officiating this tournament. Kiss Off, also Whammed Off, reached their 100th game officiating. So you may acknowledge them by giving them a short, curt nod. That is what an official gets when they have reached their 100th game. So Whammed Off and Kiss Off, give them a nod. That is all the things they get.
Give them that nod and say sup.
So we've got about 14 minutes. Please go use the restrooms outside if you are not a skating official, if you're not an official or a skater for this game. We do have porta potties outside. Freshly pumped, I believe. I don't know, actually, I haven't checked.
And feel free to check out that raffle, get some tickets.
Definitely time to get some tickets.
And check out our lovely vendors that we also have here.
And we will be back with you in about 13 and a half minutes.
Bye.
So we were just talking about the officials. Kiss Off and Whammed Off have reached their 100th games. They are right here in front. Please, everybody, give them a curt nod of thanks. That's what they get. 100 games. We could not do it without officials, and so thank you to our officials, our volunteers, everybody who is making this whole tournament happen.
We wouldn't be able to do it without you.
3.5 minute warning. With about 3 minutes to go, I am going to read something I should have read before the first game, but 9 o'clock crept up on me a lot quicker than I was expecting. But this is an important announcement that we have been trying to make every day, our land acknowledgement. Salt Lake Valley has always been a gathering place for indigenous people. We acknowledge that this land, which is named for the Ute tribe, is the traditional and ancestral homelands of the Shoshone, Paiute, Goshute, and Ute tribes, and is a crossroad for indigenous peoples. Wasatch Roller Derby, Uinta Roller Derby, and Beehive Skate Revolution recognizes the enduring relationships between many indigenous peoples and their traditional homelands. We are grateful for the territory upon which we gather today. We respect Utah's indigenous people, the original stewards of this land, and we value the sovereign relationships that exist between tribal governments, state governments, local governments, and local businesses and organizations. Thank you. And just a little over a minute and a half until we get back to this amazing roller derby game, FOCO Roller Derby versus Wydaho Roller Derby. Day 2 of May Meltdown here at the Derby Depot in Salt Lake City, Utah. And I see about 20 people are watching online. Drop some chats in the chat online if you're watching. Let us know who you're rooting for. Of course, I realize I'm one of those people. I'm rooting for the announcers.
Let's say, yeah, we're great.
We used to always give ourselves announcer points, so we would always win by the end of the night.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten any announcer points yet, but...
Well, I just gave you 90 announcing points for saying that.
Well, thank you. And I give you 91 announcing points for saying that.
Oh, thank you.
Half a minute to go. When the officials roll out, you know things are about to get started. Oh, Popper's mom says hello. Popper, I don't know if you can hear that, but your mom says hi.
And it says hello, Breezy, as well. It looks like your mom was choosing for both of you.
I feel like that was a your mom joke. Like, hey, Popper, your mom says hi. I assure you, it was not intended that way.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Mom. Thanks for watching. And with that whistle sound, it is time to get back to roller derby. We've got Tiffy Twister jamming all by herself, starting a power jam in the second half of this game between FOCO Roller Derby and Wydaho.
And she gets on from the end, becoming lead jammer.
Going into the second half, the score currently stands 99 FOCO, 50 Wydaho.
And that was some O thrown in from number 52.
Tiffy Twister finding an inside leap. 4 fingers, a whole hand for Tiffy Twister.
Looks like number 80 is holding Thrasher, but Thrasher was able to get on out.
I think number 80 got too far from the pack. Dippy Twister calls off the jam. After picking up another 4 points. That was 12 points. Big opening jam for Dippy Twister in the second half. FOCO roller derby 111. Wydaho 50.
And looks like we have on the jam line 555 Spilly Idol and number 47 Bridget.
A little bit of announcing confusion going on in the announce booth as we realize that we don't have Bridget on our list. So we're going to make sure that happens.
All right, and looks like the blockers are really holding off these jammers. Oh, but Spilly Idol gets on out, getting lead jammer status. It looks like the black pivot's being sent to the penalty box.
Power, power, power jam. Do, do, do. Oh, it was a pivot, sorry. Clearly I heard what I wanted to hear, not what I needed to hear. Take it back, take it back.
Oh, and it looks like Popper's dad also says hi.
Oh, Popper, your dad says hi too. Gosh, I feel... I'm really glad that they're watching. That's awesome, honestly. Sunday morning, watching your child playing roller derby. I can't think of a better way to spend this morning, which is why I'm out here watching all these folks' kids play roller derby on Sunday morning.
And Nikita is also cheering, and I'm guessing Nikita's daughter is cheering as well. It's just a whole family thing.
It really is. Number 303 pops through. Phantom of the Drop Ya. Lead jammer for Wydaho.
And looks like 1870 threw in some right out of the box to help get MDK Demolition out.
MDK Demolition now on scoring run as well.
303 got hit out and calls it off.
Looks like Tonkatuk taking 303 out. Hard block there.
And it looks like a return of the 999 jammers.
99999. It's like a lot of no's in German.
Yeah.
Or the emergency code in England.
Yeah. So FOCO's 999 is Fireball.
And Wydaho's 999 is Toaster Brutal. Once again, the cinnamon mashup. I don't know what to call it.
Cinnamon jammers.
The cinnamon stick it to them. And Toaster Brutal pops through first. Lead jammer for Wydaho. Toaster Brutal.
And Fireball's being recycled. Ooh. 52 looked like he tried to stop Bob, but gets sent to the penalty box.
Toaster Brutal just slides through like she's buttered on both sides.
And Fireball gets out.
I've been waiting all day to make that butter joke.
Oh!
And she falls butter side down because that's what happens to toast. Calls off the jam from the ground after picking up 6 points.
Nikita's daughter's watching.
Nikita says, yep, that's my mom. And Pippa says, Fireball! Tippy Twister and the bright hair of speed out there and on the line.
Thrasher. Ooh, and some jammer on jammer action for a couple seconds.
Thrasher throws a big block right there on Tippy Twister. Tippy Twister just absorbed it. But Thrasher pops through first. Lead jammer, Thrasher for Wydaho. Wydaho really controlling this, the lead jammer this half. Thrasher picking up 4 points.
And 52 threw in some, but number 9, his twister down.
Oh.
Oh, and 52 is blocking and holding off Thrasher with some of the other blockers. Oh, but Thrasher
just keeps getting recycled. Tippy Twister gets recycled. Sorry.
Those Wydaho blockers are really holding Twister.
Yeah, they are.
And looks like Twister has a penalty. He's being sent to the penalty box.
4 points picked up by Wydaho. 8 points picked up by Wydaho. I thought that looked a little low. Wydaho cutting into that lead. 65-115. FOCO still ahead. But Wydaho looking to close that gap.
And looks like we're going to be having a power start for Wydaho.
Pow, pow, pow. I get to do it this time. Do, do, do. Pew, 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 pew. You do a good job of that.
Oh, thank you.
Like a Las Vegas thing there. It's really bad when we start doing the sound effects with our mouths. The pack has simply stopped while Phantom of the Dropia works her way through.
And it looks like one of the black blockers is being sent to the box.
Oh, that means that Wydaho can hang back. The pack falls apart, and they have to let Phantom of the Dropia through.
And it looks like Phantom of the Dropia has lead
Ooh,
jammer
lead
status.
Jammer. Tippy Twister now engaging with the pack. Having difficulty again with that pack. That pack is just like knotted up.
And looks like we have one of the white blockers being sent to the box.
White team trying to make a bridge. Trying to keep that pack together.
Oh, and
Tippy tried to pass the helmet cover, but the jam got called off.
oh, looks like we got an official timeout.
That's what I wanted to make sure. Thank you.
Just finding out if that Star Pass had officially started, and the answer was no, that was not a Star Pass. It was a failed Star Pass, or a Star did not pass.
And looks like we have some teamy just showing some love with hearts and stars. And it looks like Toaster Brutal is flexing for a little bit. Or just making a funny face.
Toaster Brutal with those braids of speed.
And looks like we have 555 Spilly Idol jamming for FOCO.
Current score 115 FOCO, 69 Wydaho. Wydaho definitely chipping away at that lead. Be sure to check out our vendors. Some amazing salsa, some fantastic candy.
And some wonderful and beautiful earrings and sweatshirts and jackets.
And a skater going to Vienna for the World Cup with Team Vietnam.
Yep.
And there's the whistle, the looting call of the official. They look like zebras, but they sound like birds. Jammer's up the line, almost. Jammer's actually still kind of on the line. Finally breaking into the pack, and Billy Idol breaking through lead Jammer.
So almost got it. Number 80 was holding off.
Billy Idol dealing with tripod of white there at the front. Getting recycled a little bit.
Ooh. Looks like Spilly Idol is fighting for that, and it looks like the white pivot is being sent to the penalty box.
That's Tonkatuk off to the penalty box. Billy Idol is lead jammer, but has not managed to start a scoring pass yet. Still just stuck in the pack.
Having to deal with that Wydaho tripod. Getting some thrown in from their teammates.
Spilly gets sent hard to the ground.
It's like one of the blockers was being sent to the penalty box. And looks like your new jammer for Wydaho is Tonka.
Tonka comes out of the penalty box, puts on that helmet cover, and starts to try to score.
And Spilly Idol calls it off.
4 points picked up by FOCO, nothing by Wydaho, despite that attempt with the helmet cover pass. And now we've got Thrasher on the line. But sounds like an official timeout called. Time for our confab of officials. It looks like we had some kind of a costume problem out there. Some stuff on the track. They appear to be trying to identify it.
Just looking out for our skaters' safety.
Looks like something went all over the place. There's little pieces everywhere. Maybe we can get the mop out or something. The broom, maybe? They're trying to figure out where it came from. I believe it's the skater's job to keep their stuff on their person at all times, right? I think you don't want to, like... We call that moop in the burning world, a matter out of place. You don't want your moop on the floor.
Matter out of place. Moop.
Moop. It's both a noun and a verb, as in to moop something is when you drop it on the ground or a place where it doesn't belong.
Moop.
Moop.
Moop. Moop.
It's a very useful word.
It's such a fun word to say.
It really is.
All right, looks like on the jam line we have number 49, Thrasher. Ooh, once again hits on.
Number 15, MDK Demolition out there for FOCO Wilderby, but Thrasher gets lead jammer. Thrasher just tearing up the track.
Ooh, and ooh.
Tries for a leap, goes down and calls it off from the ground.
And it looks like on the jam line we have number 47 for Wydaho.
Number 18, 7 Popper.
And number 47, Bridget. No, they're taking a cute photo.
That was adorable.
Exactly.
Jammers posing together.
Mm-hmm.
Jammers now engaging. 1 minute they're taking a picture. The next minute they are fierce competitors.
And we got Popper is lead jammer, and looks like Bridget is being sent to the box. This is creating a power jam for FOCO.
Power jam. Popper. Popper power jam. Popper taking a hearty hit there for number 76.
And is staying inbound.
Yeah, it just absorbs it like it didn't even happen.
Mm-hmm. Like bubble wrap.
But gets another block. That one she felt and went into the inside.
Ooh, but Popper is...
Give it as good as she gets. Popper has already picked up 8 points.
And it looks like Bridget is engaging with the FOCO pack. Tripod of FOCO blockers, and it's being recycled by number... Oh, and Bridget does an apex jump. Oh, but gets a cut.
Popper calls off the jam with 12 points for FOCO.
And it looks like we're getting an official review.
FOCO widening that lead now, 72 Wydaho, 131 FOCO with that big 12-point jam.
And it looks like we're having a little party on the track.
Zebra party on the zebra party.
I don't know what a pack of zebras is called, but I do know what a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance.
That's a good word. I think we could call it a stripe of officials, a stripe of zebras.
Stripe of zebras.
We could call it a gray a gray of zebras because it's
Gray.
like we're taking the average between the black and the white, and it's a gray of zebras.
Mm-hmm.
Although a gray is also a way of measuring radiation, so it might not work. Unless we're talking about like the radiation of the smell of derby pads, because I know that kind of radiates out, and yeah.
Sometimes it can knock someone out. It's like you just get a whip and you're just like, oh.
If you're listening online, tell us what you think a group of officials should be called. Got some shout outs for Bridget. Apollo cheering from home. A shout out for Tiffy.
And shout out to Nikita Crusher.
Keep it coming, folks. If you're watching at home, let us know who you're cheering for. Give them some love, and we'll pass it along as soon as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, go get your raffle tickets. Go support our local vendors. Chocolates, salsa, cool earrings.
Just show some love.
Derby stuff.
Get some salsa, get some peanut butter.
Peanut butter, yes, peanut butter.
Some fancy peanut butter that has other stuff in it. I unfortunately can't have it because I'm allergic, but I've been told it tastes really good.
It looks really good. If they did some almond butter, I would get some, but yeah.
You'd be nutty to not try it.
Exactly, yes. Indeed.
Hello.
So White requested that track cut call on their jammer who did that apex jump be rescinded because they said she landed on her right foot. The officials decided that was true. And so the jammer is not starting in the box. The jammer is not in trouble. So far, for now.
So,
it's only a matter of time.
So now we're starting off with two jammers. We have number 77, Tiffy Twister.
And number 999 with the Braids of Doom, Toaster Brutal.
So matching skates and braids versus braids.
Braids versus braids. Toaster Strudel just giving a big push, but
Tiffy Rhodes that is now the lead jammer. Ooh, and she's speeding on through. Speeding around.
Tiffy puts on that low pressure system and just busts on through like a tornado.
It looks like one of the blockers was sent to the box.
4 points for Tiffy Twister.
And
from the chat, go Bowser.
And it looks like we have one of the black blockers being sent to the box. And it looks like the white jammer is being sent to the box. So this is now a power jam for FOCO.
Tiffy Twister out there in a power jam situation, getting recycled way back.
Ooh. It gets hit out by Bob.
FOCO having a bit of a small pack out there with only 2 blockers, and now Tiffy Twister goes to the penalty box. Which means Trixie Titanium comes out.
It looks like Jacqueline High got out the box and is immediately blocking Titanium.
So apparently we had a star pass at some point because we now have Trixie Titanium skating for Wydaho. Both jammers engaging with the pack now.
Ooh, and we got a bit of a fall. Couple falls.
Waiting to see if everybody's okay there. Looks like everybody is fine. That was looking a little bit painful. I think somebody fell in somebody else's skate or something, but I thought you get big bruises.
Yeah. It looks like on the jam line we have 555 Spilly Idol jamming for FOCO. And Party Thrasher, number 49, jamming for Wydaho.
Is that the first time we've seen Party Thrasher out there jamming?
No, I think Thrasher's been jamming for a bit. It's never. I think I just usually say Thrasher.
Oh,
Party
it's just
Thrasher.
Thrasher. It's Party Thrasher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only have Thrasher on my list, so I thought it was a whole new person.
And you're like, oh, who's Party Thrasher?
Object impermanence going on. It's like, oh, this is a new person. That's what happens when you have unmedicated ADHD. Thrasher dealing with that entire black blocking section.
And you have Spilly Idol is dealing with that tripod of Wydaho, but spins on out and gets lead jammer status.
I love when they pirouette on their skates. That's always makes me excited.
Looks so graceful while they do it. And it looks like 49 was being recycled.
As is Billy Idol. Both jammers getting sent back. Recycling is good for the environment, not good for the point scoring.
Looks like number 78 is throwing in some Oh.
Some interesting stuff going on the track. We'll tell you about it in a minute.
It looks like and it looks like Spilly Idol is being sent to the penalty box.
As is Breezy, the black pivot. That leaves the leaves Wydaho with a whole bunch of folks on the and yet another black blocker heading to the penalty box. There are only 2 black blockers for FOCO out there right now. Wydaho with a full team.
It looks like Fireball is blocking and gets sent to the penalty box as well.
That is almost the entirety of FOCO in the penalty box. Not that they can all be there at one time, but...
And it looks like we're having an official timeout. All right.
So I remember back when FOCO was called FOCO Girls Gone Derby. It was a long time ago. They have since changed their name. Somewhere I have some information about them if I can find it. In the meantime, please check out our vendors if you were here.
And now we have an official review being called. So this official's timeout has turned into an official review.
I pretty much used up an entire tree to print up all this information. Like, oh, here we go. FOCO Roller Derby. A little bit about them. They're from Northern Colorado, excuse me, Fort Collins. And they would like to give some love to their local sponsor, hometown sponsor, Skate Rats in Loveland, Colorado. Originally founded in January of 2006 as Northern Colorado's first roller derby league, originally called FOCO Girls Gone Derby. This year, the league created an open division that allows folks of all genders to participate.
And also, apparently, they love to dance to Hot to Go on the track. So, should probably play that.
Alas, Lulu does not have Hot to Go on her phone. Lulu only has weird goth music on her phone and some EBM. They are the Micro Bruisers. Fort Collins is Colorado's craft beer capital, so the league decided to use beer themes when naming their teams. In addition to the Micro Bruisers in this tournament, they've got home teams named Growlers, Ale Marys, and additional teams called Brew Crew and Tap House Titans. And this is also their coach's first time coaching the Micro Bruisers in a game setting.
Oh, congratulations.
Coach Public Emily has coached several junior roller derby games. This is her first time coaching an adult team in a roller derby tournament. So welcome to that. Public Emily. Public Emily is a great name, too.
Welcome, Coach Public Emily.
So yes, apparently they like chaperone.
Yep.
And sometimes they eat pickles and drink pickle juice before hitting the track.
Hello.
But Black requested an official review of an out-of-pack block by one of their players. But the official said, nope, that was no pack, so it can't be out of pack if there's no pack. And so, therefore, they lost that review. Number 47, Bridget, starting on the line in a power jam with one single solitary member of FOCO out there.
And Popper is engaging in some blocking.
Bridget
is just scaling around, get Scott lead jammer status.
Lead jammer and eating up that track.
And looks like Spilly Idol is able to get round.
Spilly Idol now on her scoring run.
Oh, and gets on through. It looks like the black tripod is putting in some work and is holding off Bridget.
Now,
and she gets sent to the box. So now this is a power jam for FOCO.
Interesting trade-off of power jams there. Billy Idol's already picked up 4 points. Looking to add to it while this power jam is going on. Another 4 points for Spilly Idol. Eight points for FOCO as they widen that lead over Wydaho. 153 to 73. Billy dealing with the entirety of Wydaho's defense.
Bridget is dealing with that tripod of FOCO blockers.
Popper bridging the gap between the two to keep the pack together.
And Bridget got head out and is being recycled. And looks like Spilly Idol was just recycled by Tonka.
Looks like Bridget dropped the helmet cover. Trying to do a star pass there and then dropped it. So
looks like we have 11 minutes left in this second half. And up on the jam line, we have MDK Demolition jamming for FOCO.
Number 300, Phantom of the Drop Ya, jamming for Wydaho. Phantom of the Drop Ya getting a little bit confused, tried to leave the track for a second there. But Prince Albert said, no, get back on the track. Phantom of the Drop Ya really having some trouble with that FOCO defense there.
And Wydaho tripod is really holding Demolition and containing her.
Phantom of the Drop Ya is just really having trouble with that FOCO pivot, but the pivot goes through the penalty box and has to let Phantom through, and Phantom is lead jammer for Wydaho. Right, powered by potatoes, Wydaho.
It looks like we got 2v1 on Demolition. We got number 666 and
Pack falls apart. Pack falls apart. They have to let MDK Demolition through.
And looks like the white jammer is being sent to the penalty box. So we have another power jam for FOCO.
Power jam. That's MDK Demolition out there, destroying the track and getting some points. I don't know what MDK stands for.
Me neither. But sounds cool.
It does. MDK getting recycled by that gold helmet.
Bob.
Bob
It looks like
into the jam. 3 points picked up by FOCO. That was a lot. Oh, 4 points picked up by Wydaho. That was a lot of action for not that many points.
Looks like we have 1870 Popper jamming for FOCO.
Looks like this is starting out as a power jam.
Ooh, and Popper is just powering through.
Can't seem to make it through that blocking line, but doing her best.
And it looks like number 303 was being recycled by number 29, I think. Oh, but
Popper breaks through.
getting lead jammer status.
Lead jammer for FOCO.
And it looks like a star pass happened for Wydaho. Your new jammer is Swiss Missile.
Swiss Missile. I was wondering if we were going to see Swiss Missile out there jamming.
It looks like that jam was called off. Looks like on the jam line we have Twister versus 999 Twister Brutal.
Timeout being requested by FOCO, it looks like. Let's see if we have any good messages over here on the live stream. Yeah, Bridget. Keep them coming, folks online. Thank you for watching and listening to this game from wherever you are. If you can't be here at the Derby Depot in person, next best thing, watch it online. The best thing about watching it online is you don't have to deal with the porta potties.
To deal with the porta potties and waiting in line. It looks like that is the end of the timeout.
Once again, Toaster Brutal on the line for Wydaho.
And Tiffy Twister on the line for FOCO. And that is a really,
Tiffy Twister finds an opening.
Oh, and we got some falling.
Turns on the whirlwind and busts through. Tiffy Twister for FOCO roller derby lead jammer.
And 96 is recycling Toaster Brutal, and Toaster Brutal just brutalizes that pivot and gets in on the end, getting out of that pack. Now on her official scoring pass.
Tiffy Twister
does a little hop and score and calls it off.
That's like the perfect thing. Do the hop, get the 4 points, call up the jam before your opposing jammer can pick up any points. Doesn't get much better than that.
Looks like on the line we have for FOCO, Spilly Idol.
And Bridget out there for Wydaho. 6 minutes left to go in this game.
And there was a shout out to Tiffy in the live chat. Says, way to go, Tiffy.
Score currently 80 Wydaho, 171 FOCO. Wydaho is not going to let that stop them. Gonna keep pushing. Every point counts.
And looks like Spilly Idol's being sent to the penalty box.
Bridget has a chance to make up some points here.
And it's being recycled back. Looks like some of her teammates are throwing in some She's being held back by number 96.
Lots of defense being played out there.
And Bridget is being recycled back. Oh, and Bridget did a little jump, but didn't make it in bounds.
Did not land it, so
Yeah.
she gets recycled. Meanwhile, Spilly Idol engaging with the pack.
Makes it out on her toe stops.
Makes it around on the inside, or the outside rather. Finds a tiny little space. Breaks through. Billy runs into that tripod of white, finds a little bit of an opening on the inside, but it's not enough.
And Bridget is fighting off that tripod of blockers from FOCO. Tries to make it on the out.
Billy does make it through finally. 4 points, a whole hand for Billy Idol.
Bridget was once again getting recycled.
And that's the end of the jam. That was a long 2 minutes.
About
4 minutes left in this game. Score 81-76. FOCO.
And it says, shout out to the jam ref. I can't see.
Lolly. A big shout out to jam ref Lolly. Way to represent Roughneck Roller Derby from Tulsa, Oklahoma. So awesome to have officials traveling here to help us out with this amazing event.
Ooh, and Thrasher got...
Yeah, number 49.
Yeah.
Thrasher got sent to the ground.
By that tripod of FOCO blockers.
Meanwhile, MDK Demolition
is just being held back by that Wydaho wall of blockers.
As part of the game, you can see like the fatigue is starting to set in.
It's being recycled by number 9 from Wydaho.
It's been a long weekend of roller derby, and people are tired.
Dasher spinning around. That final blocker gets lead jammer status.
It's like they get out, they gotta go all around and deal with it again. Thrasher does pick up a full hand, 4 points for Wydaho.
It looks like a star pass happened for FOCO. Your new jammer is Popper.
That's the end of the jam.
Yay! A return of the 999.
The 999 cinnamon matchup. Fireball versus Toaster Brutal.
I'm sorry, I love seeing when the jammers have the same number. It's just so funny.
Yeah.
Right away,
Ooh.
Fireball just blast on through that pack. In lead jammer status for FOCO.
I just realized Fireball's a redhead. A fellow redhead, so.
Hey. Nice. Looks like Toaster Brutal did it. All right, Fireball just speeding on through, calls it off.
There was a successful helmet pass as Bridget took the helmet cover. But just as she got that helmet cover on, they called off the jam.
We got a timeout.
Timeout called with about 1 minute left on the clock. White requesting the timeout. That is Wydaho.
1 more minute left in this game.
Score going into this last minute, 184 FOCO, 86 Wydaho. FOCO showing us what happens when you're one of the earliest teams and leagues to form. They've got almost 2 decades of experience behind them.
And on the jam line, we have 303. That's Phantom the drop, right? Phantom
Of the drop, yeah.
versus Tiffy Twister for FOCO. And we have some dancing happening on the track for a little bit.
I don't know what that was, but yes, I guess it was dancing.
Yes, and to answer your question about Fireball, it says in the chat, redhead, yes, she is. Winky face.
Me too.
All right, we got a slow start for the jammers, and action happens.
Indeed. Both jammers just really pouring it on with this probably last jam of the game.
And Tiffy Twister speeds on out, getting lead jammer status.
Looks like she hit a little bit of thick air there, but she stayed on her feet.
Oh, does a little hop. Oh, trips.
Goes down.
And
oh,
wait, I see hands up, and she calls it.
Call it off the jam. It's like she was trying to decide if she was calling it off or not. And we've got 14 seconds left.
And it looks like we got a timeout.
Timeout
for
call.
White.
Maybe they're going to try to get enough time to line up and do one more jam. Maybe. With 8 seconds left, it could happen. Toaster Brutal putting on the star.
And looks like we got Spilly Idol. And once again, the dancing is happening.
I think everybody is shaking their arms. I think it's like showing off your
muscles.
When they're not flexed, they flop. Which is really just unfair. You can have great guns, but when you're not flexed, they just kind of flop there. It's like, And yep, looks like we're going to try to get one more jam in this game. 8 seconds left on the clock.
Some jammer on jammer action right from the start. Oh, and it looks like we got Toaster Brutal getting some lead jammer status.
Wydaho sending out a message. We might be down, but we are not out. And we're going to do everything we can. Every point
Toaster
counts.
Brutal got hit out and recycled by Fireball, but she gets right back in, scoring 4 points.
Whole hand for Toaster Brutal.
Ooh, and she does a little hop, scoring some more points. And it looks like a star pass happened for FOCO. Your new jammer is Gonzo.
FOCO looking to catch up.
And this is just speeding on through, and Toaster Brutal calls it. Scoring, looks like
8 points for Wydaho, 4 for FOCO. Unofficial score, 188 FOCO, 94 Wydaho. Waiting for the official score.
that was an exciting final jam.
It really was.
Got your adrenaline pumping.
Just waiting for this
To turn into
final official score. Look like everybody trying to get together to get some pictures.
and start to pick, start the laps.
Wydaho making a bridge. Come on up. Smack the hands. Winning team, FOCO Roller Derby 188.
And looks like we got a shout out that says good job to both teams in the chat.
Way to go, FOCO. Good match, Wydaho. Congrats, FOCO. This is all stuff from the live feed. Thank you, audience, for watching online. Thank you, everybody who's in the house watching this game. Thank you to all these teams for traveling here to Salt Lake City.
And we get to see final score.
94 Wydaho, 188 FOCO.
High fives all around.
And we will see you here in a little while for our next game.